Hi Earthlings, I'm Trice. You know when you have a tree in your living room that it's time to think about the new year and all the exciting things that are going to happen. So in this video, I am going to show you how to have the most magical new year by creating a vision board for 2021 that really works. So in this video, you're going to find out why vision boards work so well at bringing you absolutely anything you desire. Husband, got it. Baby, got it. Money, dream job, got it. How to make one, and the 3 must-dos and the 3 must-don'ts. I have been doing vision boards for almost 15 years, and I can tell you, I did a couple wrong things along the way. And I'm going to share them with you. Let's get started. Shh, I have a secret I want to share with you. Rich Girl Academy opens for enrollment today, and it is like almost 50% off if you do it before December 31st. What's Rich Girl Academy? It teaches you everything you never learned in school, how to manage your money like a millionaires in the making. So if you want to find out more details, check it out in the description below. Now, what's a vision board and why do they work so well? A vision board is a board or a piece of paper that has images of all your hopes and dreams. Now, why do they work so well? Because in order to get a picture or some kind of physical representation of your dream, you have to be extremely clear about what you want. It's this clarity that makes vision boards work so much. Have you ever heard the old age thing? Knowing what you want is half of getting it. That could summarize why vision boards are so powerful. So the most time-consuming part of vision boards is really the thought. What is it that you want? After you got that, I'll show you how to make it. So how do you make a vision board? They're really simple. You can do it in any way your imagination allows. You could make it on the computer, you could cut out pictures from magazines, you could draw the images on your vision board. I've done all 3 and they're all equally as effective. Just don't get hung up on waiting to start till you have the perfect paper or the perfect image or the perfect whatever. If the image doesn't exist, create it. I'll show you some of my vision boards here. This is a past one. I wanted my business to grow. I hadn't ever put attention on that. I was just kind of da-dunk, 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 da-dunk. And so I just drew a picture of a tree growing because I couldn't find one that resonated with me, that made me feel that organic, fun, natural process of it all. And the most important thing to remember when you're creating your vision board, it's all about intention. It's not about the glue and the glitter. If you brought your dreams to the creation process and you have a few materials to work with, it will turn out fantastic. And I just am starting this tradition this year because my son was totally on board. I always get hung up creating my vision boards like in February or, for heaven's sakes, March. So this year I decided to do it different, and I thought I'd create this tradition of doing them on Christmas Day. So creating a tradition or a time that's dedicated to them, make sure that they get done. Now, there are some do's and there are some don'ts, and I've done them all. So these are my 3 best do's. Make sure you do these if you want that vision board to come to life. The first absolutely must do if you want your vision board to work extremely effectively is you have to ask yourself, is this the right timing? You take all your hopes and dreams, everything that you're manifesting that you picked out for this year, and you look at it and say, is the time right now? Because like Oprah says, you can get everything you want, but it's hard to get everything you want at the exact same time. And I made this mistake of forgetting to think of, is this the right time now? When I was manifesting my baby girl, I had 6,000 things on my vision board. And she was more like a little checkbox. Yep, I'm gonna get that. I'll pick that up at the grocery store and then it will be done. And I did not get her in the first year that she was on my vision board because I did not give the attention to that manifestation that was needed to make it happen. Now, sometimes you won't know this going into it, but on my vision board this year, I have 2 very large, big manifestations, and I can see if they are unfolding, both would require epic amount of my time. And so I took the executive decision to pick one that I want right now. This allows much more focus for the universe. This allows much more power and clarity. When you're crystal clear on what you want, it is very hard not to get it. Now, this next must-do takes vision boards from some kind of inanimate object to a living creature. The second tip to make your vision board really work is to make it interactive. This was my vision board from 2 years ago when I started my YouTube channel in February of 2019. And I know this about success is that it can take a while. And if you don't feel like you're winning all the time, you will give up. So I dedicated a vision board simply to my YouTube channel. And each month, my goal was just to grow a little bit more than I did the month previous. So this is what it looks like. It was so fun to fill in the information. I had 2 metrics that I measured, how many subscribers I got and how many views I got. And it was my attention to these things that greatly contributed to my massive success in the first year. It was something that I was always looking forward to filling in. And so that means it was always top of mind. The light is fading, but I do want to add this point. Obviously, some goals or manifestations are much more interactive. Like if you're trying to grow your income, that's really easy to see if it grows. However, it can be done on anything. If you are manifesting a baby, it could simply be, I'm eating healthy, and that's something that you're tracking. Or you can imagine the other activities in that. Or if you're manifesting your dream house, you could be getting the pre-qualified letter for the mortgage, or you could be looking in the areas of where those houses exist, for example. This is something that can make any manifestation or any goal that you're looking for interactive. And the more you interact with the reality of you getting your goal, the faster it comes to you. Now, this next tip you must do for your vision board to work. I only got like one thing on my vision board last year just because I made this simple mistake. The third must do to make your vision board work for you is you must put it in a place where you can see it consistently over and over and over. I know this sounds so obvious, but I've been making vision boards forever, and last year I thought I was being so cute and I put my vision board in the crook of my home office. It seems crazy, but this is where I accidentally stuck my vision board of 2020. So now, reflecting on the vision board as the year is coming to end, I've noticed that I've gotten the least amount I have ever gotten from my vision board. And that's because I didn't see it. I wasn't triggered to think about it. Now, do you think I'm oversimplifying? I'm reading this book, Contagious. It's fantastic, but there's this idea of triggering. Whatever triggers us makes us think about it, and the more we think about it, the more we do it. The goal has been reviewed before you put it there. We know it's something that you truly want, but you need to create a Times Square ad for your dreams. What I mean by that is life will pull us in any direction if we allow it. We must constantly put out the signal to what we want to attract in order to achieve it. And that's essentially what your vision board is doing. So the most effective places I found is like put it on my refrigerator. If I live with people and I don't want them to see it or something, your screensaver on your phone. Anything where you'll see it, you will be rewarded tenfold. Now, I haven't made this mistake in a while, but it did make me feel like an epic failure and almost give up on vision boards until I realized what I was doing wrong. This is probably the most common, definitely do not do if you want your vision board to work for you, is to put too much stuff on it. The first year I ever got vision boards, I was the laziest lady in the universe. I had a piece of cardboard and I glued the Chanel watch to it. That was all I did. And bam, a few months later, I had that $5,000 watch. Now you can see there's more than one thing on this vision board. That's because as I got each one, I just simply added another thing, just pasting it to the fridge. Then I thought I had found the Philosopher's Stone, and I got super excited for the following year, and I put everything under the sun. A dream apartment, a dream body, to live in France, to build up, I can't even remember how much, $10,000 income stream out of my living room. Now, lots of those have come true, but not in 1 year. So think of it like this. Your life is a beautiful movie, and you're manifesting its unfolding. Now, imagine you're going to get everything that you want. Would you like it all to come at one time? Or would you like pieces to always be popping up in your reality so you can enjoy, savor, and really feel so epically grateful that you live your best life? For me, the second one is much more enjoyable, but it all comes down to the belief that you can have anything that you want and there's no rush. The things that have worked best for me is when I keep it really simple. Like I put one thing, it can be a huge thing. The universe doesn't know if it's big or small, but one thing makes my vision boards more effective. Sometimes I get a little too greedy and I want to sneak a couple things in there, but I would limit yourself maximum to 3. Take it or leave it. Now, let me know in the comments below if you can see how this magnifies their power. And this next don't is something that strips them of their power. The second thing I advise that you don't do if you want your vision board to have the most power and work at the speed of light for you is don't tell people about it. Now, I know that's almost contrary to what I say all the time. You have to ask for what you want. I do believe that you still should ask for what you want, but I will showcase how talking about your vision board, just prattling on about your vision board, can take its power away. My son, Jack, I've been hearing his conversations, and in the past 3 days, he's been telling his friends how he's going to give them all these gifts. Now, giving is wonderful and great, and it gives us this dopamine high when we get it. However, I saw him not following through, not taking the time to actually deliver or use his own money to buy this said gift that he had promised. You see, he was getting all the benefits of doing the action without taking any action. And if you have a vision board with your wildest dreams on it, there probably are going to be actions that are outside your comfort zone that you might not even know how to complete. So if you tell people, hey, I'm doing this, you see how you're getting the reward without any of the effort, and that makes it less likely that you will do said effort. So if the thing I was trying to manifest was a husband, I would tell my friends that I'm open to meet people, and if there's anybody that they know, send them my way, something like that. Now you might think this will never happen. It will never happen. But I ended up doing it, and it's the next thing you definitely don't want to do. This is the third must not do to your vision board if you would like for it to be effective. Rip it up. I know you might be thinking, why the hell would I rip up my vision board? But when I was manifesting my baby, I had this vision board right here. And I had it in a prominent place, and I looked at it every day. But I started to feel so defeated that it would never happen that I ripped that baby girl off the vision board. There used to be a little girl standing next to the little boy. And ultimately threw away the vision board because I was too depressed to look at the whole thing. Now, I eventually did get my baby girl, but it was not that year. And you can probably see why. I was trying to force my will on the universe. I was not surrendering to the unfolding. I was not surrendering to divine timing, because those things used to mean to me giving up, not getting what you wanted. Now I realize that the universe is trying to bring you what you want in the absolute fastest way possible. And it's always going to show up in a way that you could have never expected. It's not going to show up the way you imagined in your mind. So if you can release that and let that go and just continue to hold the vibration and continue to put out the love and the energy and the daydreaming about having your desired reality, it will show up. I promise you. This is a kind, benevolent universe. It's also a dicked universe with mean and terrible stuff, but whatever you tune into, that is what you shall receive. If you are still here at the end, thank you so much for watching. And if you like the vibes, subscribe. And of course, if you have anything that you would like to see, I would happily love to create with you. Leave your suggestions in the comments below. Until next time, ciao.